All right, students. So I mentioned a formula in the last lecture if you're paying attention. And I want to go more in depth with that formula because, in my opinion, this is the number one formula for success. This is the recipe. This is the secret sauce to having or creating a business that can give you that true lifestyle. And here is that formula. A cash flowing business plus a system plus outsourcing equals a true lifestyle. Now, after going through all of these lectures, okay, understanding the how-tos and the why-tos, the what-to-dos and the what-not-to-dos, right? If you can put everything that you've learned condensed into a tiny formula, this is what it is. What is a cash flowing business? Really simple, as you've been learning. It's your eBay e-drop shipping business, right? This business, once you set it up, it can create you a stream of cash flow once things are starting to sell. System. What is the system? System is just a fancy word for managing a series of processes or managing a set of operations, okay? Setting up or creating a system for self-sustainability that can be managed a lot easier. Like setting up a system for your email inbox, setting up a system for designated times to work, setting up a system with your employees, setting up a system on how to list products for sale, a system for everything. Outsourcing, hiring other people to do this work for you. In our particular scenario, hiring virtual assistants, VAs, and I'll go more in depth with that. Adding all this up will give you a true lifestyle. There are thousands of businesses out there, tens of thousands of businesses. And a lot of these businesses take up either a lot of money or take up a lot of time to do it. But if you can apply this formula to this business, you can apply this formula to any business to give you that true lifestyle. For me, that true lifestyle means I can go fishing any day of the week. I can go travel around the world, okay? What does that true lifestyle mean for you? Is it being a stay-at-home mom or being a stay-at-home dad, right? Maybe saving up money for the college tuition for your kids. Maybe helping out your parents. Maybe buying a new car. Maybe buying a new house. What does the true lifestyle mean for you? Whatever lifestyle that is, just remember this formula. It is so important. It literally is the key to creating a true lifestyle. Stamp this formula in your brain. It is that important. Write it down, stick it on your wall, memorize it. Like I mentioned before, this is the secret sauce. This is the magic recipe. Now, I've talked a lot about the cash flowing business and I've talked a lot about the system. Let me go ahead and share with you a little bit about outsourcing, where you can do that, how you can do that, okay? All right, so when, where, why, and how to outsource. Let me start with where. The best place, in my opinion, right now that I could find to outsource work is this website right here, www.odesk.com. Bookmark this page. It's a great website to find freelancers around the world that are readily available, that will go to work and pretty much do any virtual task for you. It's an amazing website. So this is where you go to find your virtual assistant, your VA, your employee, your team, whatever you want to call them. Why do you want to outsource? Now, if the answer is not obvious enough, let me kind of go more in depth. The reason why you want to outsource is obviously it's going to save you a lot of time, but also it's going to make you more money. Let me ask you a question. How much money are you worth per hour? How much? If you gave a monetary value, in my opinion, that's the wrong answer. Okay, if someone asked me how much am I worth an hour, I would say my time is invaluable, right? You can't put a monetary time on my time. But let's just say your answer was, I don't know, $300 an hour. Maybe you're an attorney or a doctor or something, right? Or maybe you work in construction. Maybe you make $20, $25 an hour, okay? Maybe you're a manager at a company or a supervisor or something. Maybe you make $15 an hour. Maybe you work minimum wage. It doesn't matter. Maybe you make $9 an hour. It doesn't matter. Here's my point. Whatever monetary value you put on your time per hour, you can pay someone else to do that task in another country besides the US for $2.50 to $5 an hour. So mathematically, it just makes so much more sense, doesn't it? Understand, this is why the JCPenney's of the world, the Macy's of the world, the T-Mobiles, the Microsofts, the Verizons, the Sprints. Anytime you call their customer service company, that 1-800 number, you're talking to someone in India or the Philippines. Those same people can go to work for people like me and people like you. These big companies understand outsourcing, and they can take advantage of what's called international currency arbitrage, okay? For the same price as hiring someone here in America, you can pay someone else 4 or 5 hours for the same price here for an hour. So that's why you want to hire a VA, to save time and to save money. Now, the question next is, when do you hire a VA? That answer is going to be dependent on you. Honestly, I can't give you that answer. For me, it was right around when I had about 500 items in my store. I was spending a lot more time working, and I had to force myself to give up that control and hand it to someone else. And it was the best decision I've ever made. Now, why do I say 500 items in your store? Because right around that time, you probably mastered how to do the 5 pillars and all these tasks, okay? You can't hire and train a VA to do your task when you haven't mastered it yourself yet. So you want to make sure you give yourself enough time to learn how to do everything, learn the eBay back office, to learn how to set up the email filters, to learn how to create all these systems. And then once you feel like you've mastered everything, then you can go ahead and outsource your work. Now, real quick, how do you hire a VA? It's very simple. Going back to the website, you can do a quick search, put in virtual assistant, put in customer service, things like that. And you'll find thousands and thousands and thousands of potential applicants, okay? Here's a couple tips. Don't hire the first one. You can set up interviews through Skype by sending them a message, finding out their Skype ID, setting up times to do an interview. Make sure to ask them a lot of questions, like how long have they been working on Odesk.com? What kind of work have they done? Share with you some experience of their past clients, things like that. You can also get an understanding of their English level. For the most part, these guys speak full, fluent English. It's amazing, and they have a great college education. You'll be very, very, very impressed. Another tip is you can hire them temporarily. Let them know that you want to give them a test run. Maybe have them work for 2 or 3 hours. Give them access to your email. Give them access to your eBay ID. And then give them some quick training. Make sure that they're equipped on the task that you want to get done. And then from there, you can monitor their work. And if you like their work and you feel like they can work without your supervision, then you can go ahead and hire them. But what I would do is I would interview a handful of VAs, give them all a test run, hire them for 2 or 3 hours, have them work for a little bit, and then pick out the best one, okay? And if it doesn't work out, find another one. And once you find that perfect VA, have them come on board full time with you if there's enough work. So there you have it. Once you get your business to the right level, I call it phase 2. Once you get to phase 2 and you're ready for scaling, make sure you go ahead, come back to this lecture, watch this video again, listen to the lecture, and then go out there and build your team, hire a VA so you can leverage your time and make more money and live a great lifestyle.